And welcome back to a brand new video. So it's a bit of a misty start in Blackpool this morning. It's around 8 AM. We thought we'd go out this morning, have a bit of a look around. You just see the tower on the right side of your picture, just sort of covered the top of the tower by that rolling mist what's appearing all around Blackpool at the moment. So come and join me as we see exactly what's going on. We're going to have a look at the Central Club, have a look around the Demolition, see how everything's going around Charles Street. So come and join me on this one. So this is just from up the top, the view from up the top, and you can see now the courts and the police station have gone. It's exposed all the shops on Bonny Street, and you can see the number 13 pub, Funland. You can see the amusement centre, and like I said, now this landscape has changed. It just exposes all of those what you never used to see before. There is the beast, that huge machine, what took down Bonis Street police station, and you can see it's on the low load. I'd imagine that is ready to be transported off. It's all prepared. Looks like they're radioing, so I'd imagine they'll probably wait for police escort and everything will need to be arranged, but you can see that's all loaded up now, ready to be moved on to the next. And they've got half of it, like I said, packed up, and look at the size of them tracks, absolutely massive. When you look at it close up, what a machine, what a beast that one is. Let's just move the camera around to the right a little. The majority of the hardcore has now been taken away, and it was Foxes who took that away, and they're actually based quite locally. So this is what remains of the police station, absolutely nothing. You can see the majority of the rubble now has been sort of broken up into sections, the metal and the wood, the concrete. So, you know, I'd imagine the whole of this site within the next month, it will be basically just land ready for hopefully a fantastic opportunity for investors. So there's some of the old boards, you see, August 2024, so they haven't been replaced. Let's just move the camera around a little. You can, like I say, you can just see the tower, the top of the tower. It's more or less vanished with that rolling mist early this morning. Now, I'd imagine, you know, by another hour and a half, that will be burnt away. Hopefully the sun will come out once again. So I'll see if I can get you a little closer to the actual police station where it's gone itself. And like I said, the only thing what remains is a bit of the walkway you can see there, just beyond the fencing. That's the only thing what remains now. So this is Bonny Street, just sort of taking a little step back, because you can just see now the bridge has gone and the towering police station has gone. How brighter does this area look? It just looks so more roomy, brighter and spacious. It just shows, you know, how the courts and the police station, what effect they had on this area. Now you can see everything, it's just like sort of more brighter along this way. It's absolutely amazing. But you can just see the road is closed at the moment. So I'd imagine another month's time you'll see cars driving up and down this way. So this is the state of play so far. And just looking down Bonny Street, you can see from this angle, Everything has gone. All that remains is that little piece of like wall, bit of the old walkway left. Everything has now gone. So like the balloon you can see just in front of you on that little bit of string, that's been attached to some memories, and now it's been let go, just like the courts and the police station. It's all but a distant memory for people. Let me know in the comments, you know, if you're glad this one's gone, if you're a little sad. I suppose it's mixed emotions really. It's a funny old one. And wow, what a difference. This is Kent Road, the old social club, Central Club in Blackpool, what got devastated and ravaged by that horrible fire. It was over a month ago now. So if you remember the last time we came down, the left hand side of the building was a bit of a roof still up, and all of the wall, what was facing those properties, that was still half up, half taken down. But you can see everything has now gone. It's just sort of basically just a load of brick, Accrington brick, one of the hardest you can actually get. So move the camera around. So I think what we're going to have a bit of a wonder. Let's have a look up the alleyway. I'd imagine all the residents will be overjoyed they can now return back safely to their houses. Let's have a bit of a walk. So this is Kent Road, and half of the Erdington Road had to leave their houses, and there was you know, all like the cats and things like that, they couldn't come back for. What a shame. It's heartbreaking stories, but luckily they'll be reunited, hopefully with the pets. So like I said, this is you can see these guys have completely locked it off. So this is, like I said, just facing and down the alley. So this is Erdington Street. I'm going to have a bit of a walk down, and this one tails off. It's where the old Central Club was located, formerly located, and all the houses on the left-hand side. As I mentioned, they had to vacate the properties, and Central Drive, you know, is subject to huge planning and rejuvenation in this area, which is absolutely fantastic. So this is let's just sort of tail off a little bit. It's just under 100 years of age, or the former Central Club, shall I say, has been standing for just under 100 years, and all those memories, what has been created, and you know, the parties and the events, and its fate sadly came down to you know, an awful fire. But you can just see how much progress is made, and now it is all clear, ready. Like I said, nothing is going to be replaced with this one, because all of this part is going to be rejuvenated. And so I imagine this will probably just sort of lay dormant for quite a while. Can't see anything but anything being built on this one. So we're just on Talbot Road, and you can see the machines are certainly busy at work on this section also. Just look at that huge, like drill. Is it a piling machine? I'll probably stand corrected if it's not. Look at that. Absolutely great. There's a bit of a red mark. Possibly that's where the centre point is. They're going to be drilling down. You see the head is moving slowly. Look at that machine. So there he goes, going from the machine, from the mixer into that other, like, I don't know what that other machine does. Is it being pumped into the orange one next to it? Possibly. That's an interesting one. So, you know, is it going from, like I said, one machine into that, and then it goes into the stationary orange one? What's on site? Stationary mixer. Let me know in the comments if you know anything about these machines. Recent addition, the Talbot. Looks like that's been transformed into a reform pub. Look at that one, right on the corner there. So directly in front is Charles Street. Charles Street, and was down here around a week ago, and we managed to get around, you know, like the back of these houses, the alleys, for the very last time. Very sad. Managed to have a look around the back for the very last time, and if you haven't seen that video, it is on the channel. But you can see now it's all been fenced up, and this is it's all going. All these are houses. We'll have a bit of a walk down the other street. You can see the huge fence which surrounds these two streets. And like I said, this is going to be a new university complex. Like I said, all the information is in the previous video, so if you want to go and have a bit of a look at that one. And yeah, it's again another end of an era. So, like I said, it spans all the way around the building. Just see the iconic tower straight ahead, and that gets everywhere in the pictures. So that's an interesting one. Looks like they've left certain properties, maybe because there's people living in them. But yeah, all of this is going to be rejuvenated, this area. So interesting, you know, sort of 5 years time. Apparently it's a 4-year project. A 4-year project before we see, you know, new buildings being put up. And there's in fact, you can actually possibly go down some of the alleys. You see the gate is still open. You see it's drilling down slowly into the ground. Guys, it's amazing watching some of these machines in action. It's something like this, you know, you never see on a day-to-day basis. So I hope you have enjoyed this bit of a walk around 3 different sites. If you do enjoy these sorts of videos, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, hit the notification button, be notified of all the upcoming videos. And until next time, look after yourselves, take care, and it is a bye from me. Bye bye.